ripping at the seams, ready to bust. It's like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi rush. A true fiend sniffing mine at the scrimmage line. I got the drug game and game of life all intertwined. So I sit behind the sensei and study state of mind. I chase a line with loaded needles and blaze a kind to come down. It's sad I chase the dragon, sun up to sundown with no guns, just lungs set to collapse. Ayo, run rock rhymes and on John wreck raps. Get back, I stalk my ex, same as a Simpson, and leave it damaged goods like the financial district. Can I kick it with both feet from upstate to Jones Beach? Anonymous John, those stupid fuck, nobody knows me. Act like we're homies, I changed the whole style up. OCD got my head in a 10-car pile up. Rock, paper, drop the money and pick the file up. I'm melting rocks for research, how to die quick. Fuck a sidekick, getting wrapped up in violence. Bullet to the brain, pull it sound to silence. Let's paint the room with my memory. Hang me in effigy, shoot me up with smallpox and leprosy. Yo cousin, no need to disguise it. At night I'm drinking vials of the West Nile virus.
For raw rhymes and breaks, for notebooks and phrases, for however long it takes.
I never chose a path of least resistance, as I know the math and keep the distance. I never go back to speaking without conviction. I don't respect the craft, but they do to know the difference. Dig this, this is a full-time love affair. Part-time suckers, they come unprepared, like as if this was a mistress for them to fuck around with. This ain't no means of income, it's an outlet. Never counterfeit cash clans get thrown out in the trash can. Internet b-boys are doing a flash dance. Audio sound scans, audience claps hands. Funky cause I never dummied it down for the rap fans. But what's up with the force vernacular? Fuck gangster talk, doing A's walk through Africa. Boasting a Porsche but can't afford a Maxima. Your song's full of chorus, you still think you a rapper, In with the out crowd, down with the upper echelon. I'll be a handyman once my legs are gone. And I feel like hell on wheels, seeking salvation any place that sells hot meals. Teflon, steel, touch tone phones and tin cans. Recycling bins that get rich quick scams. I just ripped my pants on the last fence. I jumped the look I gave the watchdog, just wasn't intense enough. Trust, I'm working on it. The girl called it quits. I heard her talking shit like I ain't there, I ain't care, and life ain't fair. Well, guess what, baby? Life ain't in them stupid.
For raw rhymes and breaks, for notebooks and phrases, for however long it takes.
All you really need is love. So I love, son. L-O-V-E. It's love. Everything I love is in
I'm telling you all the time, man, you know, love. The word love is a very serious thing.
all you really need is love.
Now, I'm going to tell you a little story today. It's a heartbreakingly sad story about a young man whose life was completely destroyed by these instruments of fear. A young man searching for love in all the wrong places. His name was Frank.
Angel dust, animal tranquilizer, aurora borealis, belladonna, black dust, black whack, boat, butt naked, fake cannabinol, cigarette, CJ, cliffhanger, Columbo, Cosmos, crazy coke, crystal tea, cyclone, cyclones, Detroit pink, devil dust, dipper, donk, drink, dummy dust, elephant tranquilizer, embalming fluid, energizer, earth flakes, fresh fry sticks, fuel.
Going there to give him cash, hear him laugh, bring him back. If I can't tear down these walls, I'll slit him through the crack. If that crack ain't big enough, I'm sick enough to get committed. Where he's been, I ain't been allowed to visit, and I miss him. They put me in a submission hold, got him living in a hole. Give me the rope, pull it back, cut him slack, he's getting old. This cold does nothing for his bones, he's shaking. Always put on hold, that prison phone's always taken. They put me on a speaker, but my voice is breaking up. I'd like to think he caught bits and pieces before the gates got shut. Raise it up, somebody cover me, I'm going in with razor cuts. It's something ugly that I know within. Can't afford the luxury of exposing everything, but I've been doing the best that I can. I take it day by day, just one step at a time. And I don't need a sobriety test to walk the line. Walking on this tightrope with arms open wide, hoping to find you live and well on the other side. so I could give you this gift as a symbol. When I felt the rope loosen, I knew I missed my window. He really did love you, you know. Pat, pat, said get your fucking hand off my back. This is my passage into adulthood, and I need not small talk, fingers fishing from a weak spot. I used to dream a lot and search for meaning in a sleepwalk. The only time I find myself having a deep talk, and now I never sleep, cause sleep is the cousin of death. One can never rest depending on how up the drugs get. Upset, submit me to a blood test. Find no trace of my words reverting back to wait, that wasn't what I meant. My right eye is sunrise, the left is sunset. The moonshine ain't got me drunk yet. My tongue's wet for the lunar eclipse, and when your flat broke ain't nothing you won't do for a fix. It's a beautiful mix of Jesus juice on my lips and words that are stuck, so I stirred them up with a crucifix. And this is where I found a friend in Christ. But I also found a few spikes, and I decided to use them as pegs on my bike, so you'd have a place to stand when I broke you out of that vice. And now I'm going back to rehab. I'm going back to rehab. I'm going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. I don't drink though. Going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. I'm going back as a dead again Christian with a medicine prescription. Yeah, I'm a friend of Bill. Let me in and get me out of this. Hooked up the plugs and wires while a dog sniff for a powdered substance. In a town of judgments with glass house developments, cookie cutter Republican school book intelligence. They never considered how just one rock could crack the whole facade. Now they confiscate slingshots. I will not meditate on the sermon. Heaven's gate is burning, so we self-medicate with bourbon while their collection plate gets turned into a purse. I've turned into a second-rate person, but I'm not the first. This isn't your typical cry for help. I tried to melt. Someone stopped the trickling with a Bible belt, reminding me of tourniquets and heroin nods. Now that right there, that's one hell of a god. You can't match magic with an addict that's got a map and compass in order to find a substance and matchstick that functions. A searching and fearless immoral inventory till every person with a story begins to bore me. I did what I had to do to get to the place where your face wasn't such a blurry mess. I packed all your favorite promises and words that we kept. You weren't hard to find, all it took was 13 steps. And now I'm going back to rehab. I'm going back to rehab. Going back to rehab. I don't drink though. Going there to give them cash. Here I'm last. Bring them back. If I can't tear down these walls, I'll slip you through the crack. If that crack ain't big enough, I'm sick enough. the people prayed, the materials just washed away. They could've used rocks, rocks don't bend or bow. But quite frankly, they had too many enemies to stone in the empire. The Empire State is building, the Taj is on fire. These tourist crafts make a killing. Heathens bow down to the siren, an emergency for bread and cheese. The earth shall inherit the meek when Canada puts up a fence, cause the medicine's so cheap. America's asleep. In London bridges, in London bridges falling. I got the best seat in the house, they hired me as a watchman. London bridges falling. India's got salt on his coast, this is Tea Party in Boston. London bridges. Made of stainless steel and wrought iron. That wall of China ain't so great, I built a bridge over a highway. It goes up to the sky, Mother Mary is crying. Fair lady, don't cry, it's gonna be alright. Cause I'm alive and kicking. Tea Party in Boston. The London Bridge is falling. The London Bridge is falling.
Used to drag their women by their hair, because if they dragged them by their ankles, their cracks would fill with sand. That ain't right. I go to the water park to show off my altered cock to any whore in a halter top who likes to talk a lot. I force a sock into her mouth hole, keep her gums from flapping, strip her of her south pole, and bust a fucking backspin on her north face. Turn this court case into a dragged out lawsuit. I'm attracted to her dad now, he's more cute. Hey yo! I heard the guy comes quick from man speed. I'ma have to fertilize his stomach with my man seed. Then plant trees. My broccoli crop needs watering. Cry your eyes out above my rotting crotch and feed it awful things. Right. Love and affection. Right. Hug the erection. Tight. She went down under a feathered Aussie, sluts from Vegemite. Get in fights every night because of my heavy metal persona. With rapper stars but battle scars of my medals of honor. With rappers without a consciousness, I've had it with all this pompous ish. I'm just gonna get obnoxious with repeatedly calling your moms a bitch.
Hi, yo, this is Donnell up in Prospect Heights in Pawtucket. Big shout out to Aaron, Scott, Craig, Kirk, and Frank, all up in Prospect Heights.
Hi, what's up? This is Sage. I want to give a shout out to Meg and the Truth School heads out there. Y'all should be ashamed.
So we're left with just one thing. The only thing I know that drives men to hurt, to want. This is about a girl, isn't it, guy? So stay the fuck out!
When freedom rings, no one hangs. Vampires grow golden fangs. Campfires glow, showing strange animals of the night run free. Come and see a fruit of labor pilfered from the country. Conch hoggers start to spill their souls. When we bridge the gap, we pay opinion polls. Billions fold from the pressure of pear-shaped mother figures cutting you out of their pictures. What's your frame filled with? Come on, what's your frame filled with? Filler? If I was a killer, then I'd simply buy the Liberty Bell and I would sell the crack. I've been to hell and back, and now I don't make trips outside of the matrix. I'm back to basics, boom bap drums and bass licks. Predictable city life for bloods, hate crips. Ridiculous, silly strife, nothing makes sense. I shake sticks at little kids and call them invalids, and I warn them that I know where their sister lives. See, Sisyphus is incessantly stressing the senselessness in a 9 to 5. The question is this: am I alive? Barbed wire boundaries and electric fences. A highness surrounding me without exits or entrances. I'm the boy inside the bubble, try to enjoy this time of trouble. The human touch ain't doing much before I die, let's cuddle. A spoon and such, get nude and fuck, become a full-time couple. Feud for months and ruin what's been lightening, I struggle. But nothing's more relieving than the release of a breathing burden. I'll wipe my hands clean of a needy person. I'll wipe my hands clean of a needy person. My feet are hurting, I'ma fly away to where the birds keep chirping like. Every day it's like, all I hear is, it's always like that.
is just a lie if you believe that they'll believe it. Otherwise it's just some sly legal speak, so we keep our secrets. I wrap mine up in a silk robe. They prance around the home like princesses, obsessed with kissing every toad. But ain't no prince here. In fact, I had to slay the dragon I was chasing for the warts to disappear, and dissect the frog, cut through the fog and do my thing. In the land of the pigs, the butcher is king. This is 260 pounds of ground meat in a town sound asleep, counting cards while they count sheep. Now I'm on a sacrificial lamb. It's collapsed to the iron lung. Had to remove the mask and ask what kind of trash am I among. Caught in the widow's web, the black spider spun, taking a beating that's so ancient that it's basically a tribal drum. I'm seeing stars and constellations, seeing warning signals in the universe's dashboard. They're all saying made, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame is not consumed, consumes the flame. Or burning at both ends, it's safe to assume. What doesn't consume the flame consumes. Made, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. We're burning at both ends, we're hoping and praying for rain. To hell, but I must maintain. Paint me like one of your French girls. Use my neck as a scratch post to rip out every last one of them red curls. Knit me a sweater with the intestines of attention whores. I've no expectations of the tripe I'll have to settle for. Circular logic is foul talk. Mental sex was sport. Abuse me like customer service. I'll be your tech support. I'm sorry to hear you're having problems. It must be difficult. Let me see if I can help you like figure them out. Have you listened to Bismarck's Just a Friend? Have you tried turning me off and back on again? If you make a wish on a foundation, this maintenance required. All I ask is you be careful when you state what you desire. They said Satan is on fire without breaking a sweat. All that pagan shit is tired, so I'm taking a rest. I met my date at the pyre. She was shorter than I like, but wore a dress that's as long as the night. Then I saw the light. Made, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. Or burning at both ends, it's safe to assume. What doesn't consume the flame consumes. Made, wrecked, push through the pain. When the flame does not consume, consumes the flame. Or burning at both ends, we're hoping and praying for rain. Yeah, I settled on a bed of rusty nails instead of roses, cause a thorn by any other name is so on and so forth. And so what? I got blood on my mattress. Got a harem full of knife throwers who use my back for target practice. I fucks with them butcher types. Inherited this cutlery along with the scars. They all look alike. Used to write confessions in between the lines and wear long sleeves so no one else could read my mind. Now I exercise my right to bear arms when I write words. The last polar bear taking a final stand on a melting iceberg where nothing is exclusive. Withholding confidence. Sex could get abusive, but everyone consents. Anything that's lucrative is reduced to checks. And now you're wondering where your fair share of the bearded profit is. Sorry kids, the piggy banks are bleeding. Get $1 million smile, but not the pretty face that's needed. Proceed toward me, doggy. I never tap the bottle or twisted the cap whenever they pass the 40. I'm fat boy disorderly. Nothing fun about obesity, but recently I toyed with it morbidly. Cordially invite you to the incredible mind that bends metal. No spoon is safe, no fork is too special. Essentially we all know how the story ends. How heavily the plot twist depends on a little bit of maintenance.
My house, bitches.
Now hear this. The original r.a.n.c.i man, the typewriter, what them call the Don Dada man say. My youth, Francisco the Marker, are the wicked and the baddest thing in the United States of America. You see the Caucasian boy there? Anytime him pop off, everything shut off. Lord of mercy. Now easy key, Lord of mercy. Keep it Bangkok, cool, Lord of mercy. When you gun God, always act mad. You give me a gun and then the typewriter get glad. When you gun God, always act mad. Give me a gun when the typewriter get glad. Me riding through the desert, me riding so dirty. Clothes it stink and me looking so ugly. 2 gun me have, one of them a Astilly. Here the 45 Astilly bus pow pow. Babylon hear that and them a become no. Hear them siren, woo 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 woo. Come them a come for the gun, woo woo woo. Gun God always act mad. Give me a gun and then the typewriter get glad. The name Gun God always act mad. Give me a gun and the typewriter get glad.
Does nothing shine unless it's insane enough? Adjust your rhyme and talk about cocaine and snuff. I don't trust your kind, cause you smoke too much angel dust. So when I bust a rhyme, I get dangerous. Plus I crush your spine and turn your brain to crust. When I thrust my mind, get profane and cuss on every f***ing line. Who's sage? Let's discuss, cause it's such a crime. He's a stranger to your lust. The Secret Service agents must go against all machines with rage and disgust. We'll make you rust with saliva and spit. The stage will get rushed if your rhymes are counterfeit. Major plus is if I like the sound of it. Strange enough, you don't know how to get down, so turn it down a bit. Now admit, sex scenes of wet dreams and fantasies are extreme. My neck's clean, but visual profanities of individuals who can't handle these were sent to slip. Self-censorship, so they say mind your manners, please. Yet when the grandma leaves, she returns with damaged knees. I let her tickle ivories when I laid her on piano keys. You'll know it's me once I poetry slam MCs. I keep a safe distance cause they got the MC Shan disease. Plus they're all about the puff and hammer steez. Nostradamus prophesies about these commercial calamities. Make them run like Howgang colors of a wash bandana bleeds. Get in my b-boy stands to freeze from New York to Los Angeles.
When you contact, always act mad. You give me a gun and then the typewriter get glad. We name gun God, always act mad. Give me a gun when the typewriter get glad.
Now I travel from South Park to North Drive, cutting off guys who talk lies, saying they do walk rides with 4 5s, fronting like they big potatoes. I know they small fries, you can tell they watch their own noses grow cause they got crossed eyes. They went from selling beans to eating pork pies. They're lost inside, they should force them fried and then reorganize. Zora resides right outside where Boston lies. I'm heading up, watch my swollen member that be missing foreskin rise. Hopefully soon my inner Cold War dies. Secretly I still look at Russians as if they be all spies. Stepping in and out of parties, waiting for a door prize. It's rough between your girly soft thighs, I'm swatting horse flies. That's his access authorization denied. Plus my adult key doesn't work in holes that wide. Holes that lied about their promiscuous past. You know I dissed you and laugh. After that I'll quiz you in math. Split you in half like an atom, but we on the eve of destruction. I had them leaving the function. Before it started, they all departed, saying y'all are retarded. From community colleges to the halls of Harvard. It sort of bothered the side of me that wanted to be a part of society. It's a human need, true indeed. Why don't you go ask Maslow? The eye in his pyramid caught a cataract from my batter rap. If you have a gap, buck a shot. Those who hold microphones know how to blow up the spot. Y'all fucking sluts ain't hot, turn it up a notch. You ain't a chicken, you just cluck a lot. Cover up your crotch.
When you contact, always act mad. You give me a gun and then the typewriter get glad. We name gun God, always act mad. Give me a gun when the typewriter get glad. One and the night, say tell them come test me. One and the night, have your guns surround me. One and the night, say tell them come test me. Yeah, yeah. Your original Jamaican dandada. I wish pass you want to ramp with me.
I like everyone in the Secret Service except for you.
Climb trees, go out on a limb to find me. Forget about him, forget about hymns. What are those songs that you sing? What are those songs that are in your head echoing? Sunset and sunrise, I'm my own personal light show. Flipping switches, moving from bass and bottoms to plateaus. The earth manipulates itself beneath me. I stand still, stagnate, can't kill this lag state. Life manipulates itself around me, but I'm dead still. Upright but dead still. Word is still born, I will not stoop to the level of the stoop that y'all chill on. If the building's boarded up and the children of the corner liquor store don't wanna kick it no more, cause hoes that fill the wall, sneakers are scuffed and toes have become sore. I saw y'all walk from the hood of tough luck. Yeah, if these walls could talk, they wouldn't shut the fuck up. Jump in your pickup truck and drive from the mountain range. Cash the chips and on your shoulder, cut your losses, die young, count the change. How strange. You think these clouds look lovely? Smoke signals manipulate themselves above me. No symbols are below me enough to overlook. I know you read my every move, I wrote the book. Mine not the blemishes, that's on my premise. Endlessness is my to be continued. Noticing nervousness in my footnotes when being interviewed. Shaking uncontrollably, how you doing? Not bad, how about you? Brought it right back to me like what you been up to. I don't talk to freaks, I even ignore my neighbors who live down the stairs. I walk the streets and they don't know that I'm famous in 2,000 years. So I say shit loud in their ears and spit a wretched verse in their face, disrespecting their personal space. In a split second, curtains and drapes get closed. They say they've shut me out, but I can see the ugly mouth in the shape of O's. I'd break their window with a stone that has a note attached. It says I hate Jim Crow and here's a poem that lets you know the haps. I've got a golden axe and I chop cherry trees down. Dead to this world, bury me now. I am from a distant place that sits and waits for my belated time to come, but it's too late, I miss my fate. I F with the deaf, blind and dumb. My father taught me one thing, how to fire a gun. I don't bother, this is survival for fun. I have become the most sinister Sin City slicker, cynical dim-witted trickster, critical shit grinning hipster. Whisper to my ear hole, tell me not to be fearful, be careful not to make any sudden movements, show me your soul. I like to study shoe prints. You stepped to me before, I can recognize the stubby toes and left these guys with blood clothes. For a second time, nobody knows the pain I've seen. Nobody knows the pain I've seen. Nobody knows why I've got a bloody nose. How they made it bleed. I climb trees, go out on a limb to find me. forget about him, forget about him. What are those songs that you sing? What are those songs that are in your head echoing? I am not here to make a change. I break chains, I break dance moves and move strange. Famous is infamous for inflammatory mission statements. Living in basements, subterranean secret service agents with little patience. A pediatrician who hates kids and women's livers getting choked to death by their own babies' bibs. Baby, did you know that I love women who hate mankind? Talk about it all the damn time. Keep it coming,
I hate men.
This conversation's mine. I own all the stock and boring small talk, and a trademark this facial expression called God. So fuck off! My dysfunction souped by ninjas and hockey fights, while discussion groups infringe upon my copyrights. All them bitches want me tonight. I've been so great and respectful. They only get salty when I bend them into the shape for pretzel. Make them flexible when I break the schedule. It only got hard when I asked them politely not to fight me and to give up. God damn, this is easier than I thought it would be. I'll attend any party and I fight it as long as they're invited cordially. Unfortunately, I've only got so many hundred openings. But talk to me, I wanna take you all under my broken wings. Who's the right man for the job? Put up your hands, y'all, cause I'm not tall enough to stand up to God. Who's the right woman? Throw up one hand and wave it now. I'm taking your job. I'm a slow man, looking for a slow woman who don't care that I'm old looking, or got my soul taken back with a fallen angel's land. I know Brooklyn like the back of a stranger's hand. Can't recognize my own, I wing it though, I bring it home. Familiarity's the first thing to go. Next thing you know, there's a photo that you're staring at. You can't quite place the face that is staring back. Someone erased the names and the facts, dates on the back. Maybe they're just fading so fast. You can't keep up with it, can't recover it. Lost in the shuffle of the Grand Prix hustlers. If you can't keep up to speed with the mothership, you can't take the heat, then your man needs the ovenness. I can't be the judge of it. My hands bleed, cause they reach for some answers and get trampled by the stampede of know-it-all. Homogenous types, the lookalikes. The kids burn my music and the parents burn the books I write. I think back to those lonely Brooklyn nights. I was either soul searching or just looking for fights. Each woman had her price, the dice didn't roll right. All my jobs were odd ones, my problems had fold tight. Snow White didn't expect that I'd leave her. The strobe lights set off epileptic seizures. I know right from wrong when I write these songs. My goals in life ain't what I set my sights on. Slow man, slow man, slow man. Let's go. I'm a slow man, with my slow man stance. I'm looking for a slow woman who wants to slow dance. I'm a slow man in my slow man stance, looking for a slow woman who don't mind my home cooking. I'm no good when I'm a bad, bad man. My dance so slow that it looks like my last stand. But I'm a bad, bad man. My dance so slow it appears to be a photo. And I'm a bad, bad man. My dance so slow it appears to be my last stand. And I'm a bad, bad man. I'm a dance so slow it looks like a photo. Consider me to be a fly on the wall with a bird's eye view. I stare as my birth time drew near. The only earth I knew reared me in a world that I grew to fear. I do appear quite new to warm, and I'm like, what's up with the lights and the white uniforms? You're damn right, you're truly wrong. When a hand strikes a newly born, can't fight, I'm cruelly scorned. In a man's life, the beauty's gone. I was scared with fright through the storm. I'm prepared to write a mutiny song. It's a miracle, Lord. Damn, my dick is long. Nah, it's just the umbilical cord. Clip, clip, snip, snip, and now it's gone, along with my foreskin. One of the awful things they do to the offspring. This thing is lessened by the drugs they pump into my miniature body, making us addicts just that quick. That's their signature hobby. An infamous robbery. If I'm not careful, my shaft will break. It's coming up with creative ways to masturbate. I wanna be held. My father rebelled. My mom's unconscious. Went from a doctor to some boxes. It's obnoxious. Doctors poking pride. I can barely function. This is my first out-of-body experience in alien abduction. I'm barely a munchkin after just minutes of labor. They're putting my tiny footprints on some birth certificate paper. My personal hell of isolation began in an incubator. If I think of it later, slice open my wrist and check the microchip data. They didn't capture it on beta, film, or audio. Year made me a dragon. The month made me a Scorpio. The weak, feeble, helpless baby boy cried for nights, but that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. But that day was the time of my life. That day was the time of my life. My shoes to look like they've been walked in. My house to look like it's been lived in. My car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career like a non-stop graveyard shift. Don't clean the crime scene cause time means money. Don't need Visine when my eyes seem bloody. I see dead people, but who doesn't? We walk undercover, deadpan, blended in with other human puppets, discussing nothing but the sports and weather. I stare long enough, they all morph together, and then I freak out. It'll blow my cover, so I just keep out. No, we don't know each other. I'm on the road to recovery, no GPS. Hoisting my sails till the sea breeze rests. Suck wind if you wanna play a hate. Day to day I use my fear of falling asleep to stay awake. I appear psychic like, but I'm not a psychic. You're just predictable with no fight left to fight it. If you write it, they will come with a red pen and taser gun. Do something. I'd like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in. My house to look like it's been lived in. My car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff. My career. I sift through the ashes in search of survivors, digging up the earth, filling urns with dirt for what it's worth. I'm richer than the cemetery soil. Use land drilling to get my midnight oil. I've been moonlighting as a daydreamer. I'm at the wheel of an 8-seater. Hey, Mr. Gatekeeper, call me Keymaster. No, homeowner. 1, 2, into the 3, into the foreclosure. They said the war was over, but we knew it wasn't. They wanted more soldiers, so we said sure, fuck it. Here's a fresh batch of people with setbacks and poor folk. The fact the road broke cause of your dead tracks. Picking the pockets of people who probably needed assistance most. Selling them lies, selling them out, sending them off to a distant coast. Selling them anything anyone left with impossible that is receptive to. Breaking the promise of negative worth like buddy there's nothing left for you. Get a bye to stay alive. They punish the payment delay, then they charge you for the low balance. Then they ask why didn't you say? Too long we took it on the chin, too long we took it to our grave. Now we take what we can get, fucking unlivable minimum wage. Do something. It might have been. In the foot, I put my foot in my mouth, clean it while it's there, and then I suck the bullet out, reload the weapon. Now that's conservation. Stay locked and loaded in a bad conversation. You're making blank statements like the surplus of your ammunition's finite. Visionary nothing, you're a man who lives with hindsight. Return to the hive mind and call me back. I'm predicting early that you'll be the Monday morning quarterback. So cocksure in a culture that gangs up on bully types. Mob mentality, as if that isn't what a bully's like. Inspiration strikes like a union. I write these lines just to cross them. I'm concluding if my mama don't want her, she never has to work again. Don't ever ask me why I spread myself so thin. I'm finna flirt dirty with the pen and flick my tongue on his bottom. I promise writer's block ain't never been a problem. I probably make the columns wanna pop out bottles of pain relief. Sometimes it's what you don't say that says the most, to say the least. Idle feet of the Devil's Fetish Club, a highly exclusive spot none of us are members of. Dante's a scrub. We kicked them out the van and steamrolled them. In 2010 we had a couple dreams stolen. Me and B don't relocked and reloaded. When it feels like you're going through hell, keep going. And as they say, may the bridges that we burn light the way. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career like a non-stop graveyard shit. I like for my shoes to look like they've been walked in, my house to look like it's been lived in, my car to look like a coffin that's been driven off a cliff, my career. While you're going around trying to keep people out of hell, I'm going around trying to keep the hell out of people. Your evil sends chills through my bones and it flows through the back roads of arteries. Genetic memory fights technology administered by moral midgets. There's picket signs in my eyes. When they strike you'll wanna talk business. Note to self, go for broke. No one else ever showed you the ropes or help. What are they supposed to do? Of course they gotta rebuild every wall that you broke on through. Drugs won't get my thoughts running. I need them to make thoughts stop coming. Last night I had a dream I shot someone. When I awoke my hands were full of the fluid, my heart's pumping. I went to get it tested. The doctor was not so interested in analyzing the message. He had a pill that if he issues out he gets paid on the side. Got a lifetime supply. Maybe he's a ghost, and maybe I'm the host. The poltergeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these. Maybe I'm the ghost, and maybe he's the host. The poltergeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these ropes. Fell into a Venus flytrap with a nicotine eye patch. Pirate of the ship sipping Listerine nightcaps. Disguised her voice with the breath of a clean slate. Awake every morning to the death of my dream date. Selling sex to cheapskates with rusty blades. Fuck to forget and call it layaway. Got an addiction to thin ice. The whisper of windpipes. I'm Mr. Insight. The social costume skin tight. Nah, I don't believe in you. And you don't believe that I'm leaving you. As you shrink away to nothing in my rear view. Too close to call, too far to be hearing you singing my melody. I heard it subconsciously. You spoke in your sleep, and it sounded like honesty. When you awoke, you said it was not for me. I said, oh, I know, obviously you're not my yo-yo, so I cropped the photo and I rocked it solo. Now you got to go. Maybe you're a ghost, and maybe I'm the host. The poltergeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these walls. Maybe I'm the ghost, and maybe you're the host. Zeitgeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these ropes. And I'm the conduit, the common thread in every superficial compliment. The loose string in your moral fabric, holding your logic, hopelessly romantic and wound socket. Leaving notes for the next to come, written in blood from the wound that they'll exit from. I don't compose prose or sonnets, I just write like my life depends on it. Felt like I'm agnostic, but I don't believe in you. You got a transparent nature that I'm seeing through. Somebody spiked the punch that you beat me to. Sometimes I'm not even sure it's even you. Maybe you're a ghost, and maybe I'm the host. The poltergeist who knows the right price to pay the priest to release me from these ropes. live through these lies, so I suffer in silence. Culture of violence, truth stuck behind my lips, bound, gagged, and whipped, stripped, divided, and split, eating words with a forked tongue, and now the grumble on my stomach's got the thump of a war drum. A battle going on inside, nobody's safe from. Clowns are playing Russian roulette with paint guns. They run in place, and they call it the human race, losing pace with that stupid look on their face, shooting blanks. And all they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell, it's good fashion. All they ask is why I wear these glasses, and all I can tell them is hell. We're acting like men of steel, with a thin protective shield, gathering the raw footage that can never make the final reel. So we cover up the stories that eyes tell, make way for what we take to the grave. It doesn't bide well with souls, buried in a Faustian bargain bin. In the cemetery there's a joust between God and men, talking loud, but ain't saying nothing. Used to have daily discussions, I doubt we'll